Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Welcome to see you today on my YouTube channel, Russian for Everybody. Can you see and hear me well today? If yes, please write your pluses in the comments. Thanks. Okay, today I continue my food topic, and today's lesson is devoted to, can you guess? Yes, you're right, devoted to berries. So, 1, 2, 3, let's get started. And berries in Russian will be ягода. Ягода. Одна ягода. One berry. Одна ягода, много ягоды, many berries. Pay attention on the pronunciation of the second O. So we write O but pronounce it like A because letter O doesn't have an accent. The accent falls on Я. Ягода, одна ягода, много, many ягоды, ягоды. Хорошо. And now let's study berries separately. So each picture will be for one berry, for one ягода. Okay. And first berry, first ягода is Malina. Malina. Malina means raspberry in English. Malina. It's my favorite ягода. Я очень люблю малину. And frankly speaking, if someone decides to thank me for this video and sends me a donation for this video, I will spend this money for, imagine for what? For malina, yes. Because I really, really love this berry. And last time unfortunately, I ate this berry only last September. So, but I love malina very much. Okay, malina, malina. And this word doesn't have plural in Russian. We have only singular form. Malina, malina. Хорошо. Next word is клубника. Клубника. Клубника means strawberry. Another very tasty and delicious ягода. Очень вкусно. I strongly recommend you. Клубника. 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 Okay. Also, again, it doesn't have plural. Клубника. Хорошо. Next ягода is земляника. Земляника. Земляника in English means wild strawberry. Wild strawberry because it's like strawberry, but normally it's cultivated not by people. You can find this ягода in the forest, in natural conditions. If клубника strawberry is cultivated by people normally, земляника it's grown by itself. So normally you can find it's in the Russian forests. Земляника. That's one interesting about this word. The root of this word is земл. Земл. Земл means ground, earth. Ground. Земляника. Земляника. And I want to pay your attention on its pronunciation. The first letter E and the second letter ya, the second vowel, they don't have an accent. The accent falls on the third vowel in this word. It's letter E. Земляника. So letters E and ya, they are unstressed. And if letters E and ya don't have an accent in Russian language, they will be pronounced like E. Земляника. Земляника. Хорошо. Okay. Next word is chernika. chernika in English means bilberry, but sometimes you can find the translation like blueberry, bilberry, but I translate it like bilberry. Chernika, it's a very tasty small berry, small berry. It has a black color. The Russian word chernika shows this. Черный in Russian will be black. So chernika, it's like a black berry, chernika. And this berry is very useful for your eyes. So it's believed that if you eat lots of chernika, your eyesight will be good. So if you wear glasses like me, you need to eat chernika. Okay, next word is galubika. Galubika. Galubika in English means blueberry, and the Russian word galubika also shows that it's blueberry, because голубой in Russian means blue. So it's like голубая ягода, blueberry, galubika. So I pronounce it like galubika, because the letter O doesn't have an accent. I remind you this very important Russian phonetical rule. I hope that you've learned it, but I will remind you many times this, because not always my students pronounce it clearly. You need to remember that O without accent we pronounce like A. Galubika. Okay, next word, next berry, next ягода is ежевика. Ежевика in English means blackberry. So if you see carefully on this berry, of course you will see that this berry is definitely black. That's why the English name reflects its appearance. But in Russian language, ежевика doesn't have any connection with black color. Ежевика. Frankly speaking, I think that nobody among native speakers will explain you what ежевика means. Ежевика is only berry. That's all. Okay. Next berry is shulkavitza. Shulkavitza in English means mulberry. Shulkavitza, I think it's quite similar to ежевика, blackberry, quite similar. As for me. Some people, of course, will think that absolutely the same ягода. Maybe shulkavitza it's sweeter than ежевика, as for me. But it's only just my opinion. I don't really like ежевика or shulkavitza. My favorite ягода is Malina. I already told you. I'm a fan of raspberry. Я очень люблю малину. Хорошо. Next ягода is смородина. So here you have a berry of three colors. Red currant, black currant, and white currant. So all currants in Russian we call смородина. If you want to show me what color is it, we just say red currant will be красная смородина. Black currant will be черная смородина. And white currant will be белая смородина. So красная смородина, черная смородина и белая смородина. So смородина. So this word has two letters O. The second O is stressed, so I pronounce it like O, смородина, смородина. But the first O doesn't have an accent. That's why I pronounce it like A. Смородина, смородина. Хорошо. Next ягода is крыжовник. Крыжовник. Крыжовник is quite popular berry among the Russians. They like to have it on their daches. My grandmothers both like крыжовник, and they grow it on the daches. Крыжовник, крыжовник. Okay, крыжовник means gooseberry. Gooseberry in English. Крыжовник. Крыжовник. Хорошо. Next berry is, I think it's very, very popular among many people. It's arbus. Arbus. Arbus means watermelon. It's very round and it's very, very tasty. Очень, очень вкусный. Арбуз. So, один арбуз. Один арбуз. One watermelon. Много, много арбузы. Один арбуз. Много арбузы. So here I want to pay your attention. Of course, first thing that this word exists in singular and plural forms. So один арбуз, many арбузы. And also I want to pay your attention on the letter Z. So if we talk about one watermelon, один арбуз. So we write letter Z, but pronounce it like S. Arbus, arbus, because at the end of the word Russian consonants have a weak position. So all voice consonants like the, g, they lose its quality at the end of the word and they become voiceless. So the becomes the, d becomes t, g becomes k, etc. So the I pronounce like s. Arbus, arbus. But plural I pronounce with good the sound. Arbuzi, because the stands in front of the letter u and its strong position for this letter. So один арбуз, арбуз, много арбузы. Okay, next word is дыня, дыня, одна дыня, много дыни. Одна дыня, много дыни. In English, it's melon. It's a melon. Дыня, дыни. Хорошо. So next word is vishna. Vishna. Vishna in English means cherry. Vishna. Vishna. Very nice berry. Очень вкусная ягода. I think that many people like this berry very much because it's very tasty and delicious. Vishna. 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 Хорошо. And the next berry is черешня. Черешня in English means sweet cherry. Yes, it looks almost the same as vishna. As for me, I really can't distinguish vishna and черешня by their look. For me, it's really problem. No, sometimes cherry vishna, it has more bright color, and черешня, it's lighter, but not always. But taste, it's really different. So черешня, it's much sweeter than vishna. Chereshnya, it's really much sweeter, and vishna has a more sour taste. If you like sour berries, I think you would rather prefer vishna. If you like sweeter berries, so you need to buy chereshnya. Хорошо. Okay, next berry is kalina. Kalina. This berry you will not always find in Russian supermarkets and on markets, but this berry can be found even in Moscow region. Some people have it on their daches because Russian people, many Russian people like this berry very much. But as for me, I really don't understand its taste because I think it's very bitter and not tasty. But some people, like my husband, really loves it. So some people, like my husband, really loves it. So kalina. Хорошо. Next word is ribena. Ribena. Ribena means rowan berry. Rowan berry. Ribena, it's the berry that you can find almost in any Moscow park, I think, because it's very popular, and Russian birds like to eat ribena. How we pronounce this word? So pay attention on the letter ya, on the first letter ya. Letter ya doesn't have an accent, that's why I pronounce it like e. So first two vowels I pronounce like e. Ribena, ribena, ribena. Хорошо. And ribena, I can't say that this berry is very tasty. Normally, the Russian people don't like to eat this berry. They prefer to leave it to birds, so birds like to eat it. But some people, like my grandmother, for example, they like to make a jam made from ribena. And jam is quite interesting. I think that jam made from ribena can be called like traditional Russian jam. So it's quite unique, specific, and exotic maybe. So if you want, if you like to cook, you can pick up lots of ribena in Russia and even in Moscow. But I recommend you to pick up not in the city, but somewhere in the nature. And after you can cook a very nice jam if you want. Хорошо. Next word is черноплодная рябина or черноплодка. In English it will be chokeberry. Chokeberry. Черноплодная рябина. It's like previous ribena, but black one. It has a black color. But as for me, this berry also is quite bitter, but it has a very interesting taste. It's like a mixture of sweetness and bitterness. So when you eat this, you are something in the middle between sweetness and bitterness. So very interesting taste. And I like this berry very much because it has absolutely an amazing feeling. But also, if you want to try it, you need to be quick because birds also like to eat this berry, and I also always have a competition with Russian birds who try to eat it first. So, how I pronounce this word one more time? Черноплодная рябина. Черноплодная ribena. It's a formal official word of this berry, but in spoken Russian language we can just call it черноплодка. Черноплодка. Okay, let's first look on its short form. Черноплодка. How we pronounce it? So the first letter O doesn't have an accent. I pronounce it like A. Again, черноплодка. The first letter E, I pronounce like E because it also have an accent. Doesn't have an accent. Черноплодка. But the third vowel is O is stressed. That's why I pronounce very good O. Черноплодка. And I want to pay your attention on the letter D. So here the letter D stands before voiceless consonant K. So it's a weak position for the letter D. That's why we write D, but pronounce it like T. Черноплодка. 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 But the more long word, formal one, I pronounce quite clearly. Черноплодная рябина. Черноплодная рябина. I pronounce here D because D stands in front of N. N, this consonant is always voiced in Russian language. That's why the letter D doesn't lose its quality. So we pronounce it like normal D sound. Okay, next word is brucinica. Brucinica in English means foxberry. It's a very interesting name. I think maybe because foxes like this berry very much. Somewhere I've heard this legend that foxes like this berry. Maybe that's why in English it means foxberry. But in Russian we call it brucinica. Brucinica. It doesn't have any connection with foxes, so just brucinica. This berry is typical wild berry. You can find it in the forests. So it's not cultivated by people, brucinica. So I think that this berry not for everybody, of course. Someone like it, someone not. So it depends on your taste. So I can't recommend it to you because I am among those people who don't like this berry. But I think that it can be very, very interesting if you haven't eaten it before. And I think that brucinica it's quite good for some sauces, especially with wild meat. There are very interesting Scandinavian dish and Siberian dish. It's a deer, a meat of deer with sauce of brucinica. And this dish is very, very nice, really. So also, so if you haven't eaten Siberian food before and Scandinavian food, I really recommend you to try it. And if you find in the menu the deer with a sauce of brucinica, I recommend you to try it because it's really, really nice. Брусничный sauce, it will be in Russian. Брусничный sauce. Хорошо. Next word is klukwa. Klukwa in English means cranberry. It's quite nice ягода, очень вкусная ягода, cranberry. It's the Russians like to make drinks made from klukwa. Компот, for example. Компот is a drink made from different stewed fruits, and klukwa, one of the most favorite ones. Klukwa. Хорошо. Next word is buzina. Buzina is elderberry. I can't explain the taste of this berry, unfortunately, because I've never tried it. But maybe one day I will try it. Buzina. So, only buzina. Okay. Next word I think that everyone knows. It's also a berry. So, in Russian, it will be оливки. Оливки. Оливки mean green olive. Green olive. Оливки. So it's a very popular food. We can eat it with different salads. So I think that many of you tried it and liked this. Next word is maslin. Maslin, it's black olives. Yes, it's black olives. It's very tasty. As for me, I like black olives more than green olives, but it depends on you. What about you? Which olives you prefer, black or green ones? Please write me in comments. It will be interesting to compare who loves green olives more and who loves black olives more. Okay, next word is fizzalis. Fizzalis in English means winter cherry. This berry normally is used like decoration for cakes, for example. But it's quite tasty, and as for me, I like fizzalis. Я люблю fizzalis. I think this berry deserves deserves people's attention. So I can recommend it for you. And fizzalis also it's very good cooking decoration. Okay, next word is fiora. In English it will be fiora. Sorry, fiora. It's amazing ягода. It's very tasty. It's very sweet. I like я люблю компоты from fiora, but these compotes contain a lot of calories, so be careful. I remember how I went to Baku. Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan, and there I tried absolutely amazing fiora compotes. And I was drinking it almost all the time. I've never ate lots of food. I have lots of activity there. But when I came back to Moscow, I discovered that I achieved the extra calories. It was quite surprising for me. Okay, next berry is barbaris. Barbaris means Barbary, also is the same as in English. Barbaris. Okay. Next ягода is облепиха. Облепиха. In English it will be like sea berry. Облепиха. It's quite sour, so I think that this berry is not very tasty when you eat it in its natural state, but in cooking is quite tasty. So as for me, I like yogurts made from облепиха. With yogurts, it's perfect. In supermarkets, you can find one dairy products from Velle company, облепиховый йогурт. Очень вкусно. Я люблю. I don't know how about you, but it depends again. Okay, next ягода. Erga. Erga, I have this perfect berry on my dacha. Erga, it's very sweet berry. But the main problem is that birds also love this berry. They love it very, very much. So when this berry is ripe, birds immediately here. They try to eat it immediately. So I always want to be a bird because I want to be a very competitive person among birds. So erga, I really recommend you to try it if you have a chance. In English, it will be shadberry. Shadberry. Okay, next berry is gorje, ягода gorje. Ягода gorje is very popular in cooking. So I know that many people like to add ягоды gorje to different dishes. Also, as for me, I like to add gorje to rices. To rice. Quite interesting taste. Okay, next word is shipovnik. Shipovnik. It's a rose hip. Shipovnik. Shipovnik. And we like to use this berry when we want to make tea from a rose hip. Quite a nice tea you will get from this berry. Shipovnik. Shipovnik. Okay. And the last berry for today's lesson is kizil. Kizil. Kizil in English will be carnelian cherry. So it's quite a nice berry, and it's very popular to add. It's very popular to cook different compotes from kizil. Compotes, again, I repeat, it's a drink made from a different stewed fruit. So kizil, one of this fruit or berries, and kizil, it's quite nice, quite sweet. So compote made from kizil is quite nice. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that you liked this lesson about ягоды, berries. You found it useful. If you like this video, please put a like. Please put a like to this lesson. And you can write me something nice in the comments. Also, you can write me what berries do you like, what berries you have in your countries. It will be very interesting information for me. And also, if you want to send me, you can make a donation to support my YouTube channel. The link to donation you can find in the description box to this video. Thank you in advance. See you next time. До встречи и пока-пока.